Salve galera, Slasxy na área, trazendo aqui pra vocês a nossa parte 17 de Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Bom pessoal, nossa continuação aqui, a gente tem que ir lá naquela reunião, né? A gente já salvou o Hans, então a gente ficou só de fazer isso aí mesmo. Agora a gente vai na toca do diabo aqui, pessoal, e a gente vai se reunir com o pessoal pra nós ver o que a gente vai fazer, né? Lembrando que a gente teve aquela emboscada do Lord Von Berger, naquele nosso acampamento, onde tava todos os lords do lado do rei Venceslau. Um viajante vestido de maneira simples, um pouco sujo, nada estranho. Ele tem uma arma, mas aqui não tem hoje em dia. Isso vai me fascinar. Não, vamos fugir. E rolou um massacre, né, pessoal? Um massacre dos nobres, né? A gente perdeu até muito apoio lá de muitas pessoas. Alguns dos lords foram sequestrados ali, né? Foram raptados ali pelo exército inimigo. O Lord Von Berg se deu muito bem, cara. Eu lembro que ele foi ali pra pegar um dos pessoals que tinha sido
Good morning, Henry.
um dos faladores ali. E
Good morning to you too.
que tinha de alguns boatos e acabou encontrando todo mundo lá. Então houve um baita de um massacre. A gente ficou agora sem... A gente estava muito bem, inclusive, com o plano. A gente conseguiu uma boa parte dos aliados. Inclusive um dos pessoais ali que teve um grande massacre também. Foi comandado direto pelo rei ali. Foi direto naquela vila dos judeus, né, pessoal? Então a gente acabou ficando realmente na complicação grande aqui. Que agora a gente não vai ter mais o apoio daquele pessoal. E aquele pessoal que ia sustentar praticamente quase tudo, né? Uma grande parcela do dinheiro deles, né? Então a guerra basicamente ia ser sustentada por aquele pessoal. E agora a gente tá sem rumo, pessoal. Olha o Hans aí. Vamos... É bem que 8 horas da manhã, pô. Ixi, isso aqui que tinha dado aqui. Levar com os isca, né? Deixa eu ficar aqui os isca, não.
I bring bad news from Kuttenberg. Eric's soldiers and the town rabble have torched the Jewish quarter. Fortunately, we saved most of the people. But I doubt they can form an alliance with us now.
Exatamente.
Fuck. Where are they now?
Samuel and the rabbi took those who survived to Colleen.
Shit. We have to find Dry Devil and Capon and decide what to do next. Come on, there's no time to waste. Right, gentlemen. I think it's clear to all of you what a shitty fucking mess we're in. We were caught off guard at Rabosh.
And they nearly fucking kill us all.
Yes, and they attacked the Jewish quarter.
Thanks a lot for reminding me. I almost forgot.
At least Henry here and Kubienka got most of the people out.
That's true. Good work, men. How did it all go down?
A gente teve muita sorte ali, muita sorte. A gente já chegou um pouco antes, né? Por conta da sorte, isso aí foi
To
sorte.
tell the truth, we were lucky as hell. We got there before it all started in
Exato,
earnest.
exato.
That's why we managed to get those
A
people
gente
out.
fez o que a gente pôde ainda.
Lucky my arse. We gave those bastards a thrashing. They thought they'd
Isso,
looted
Kubienka,
and
a gente saiu
torched the whole
correndo de lá,
place,
cara.
but
Mataram
we
um monte de
scared
gente.
them shitless.
It is nice that you found my people's suffering so entertaining. But what I want to know now is how you all intend to avenge them.
Well, what do you have in mind?
Revidar, cara, com que nós, só esse bandinho aqui, acho meio difícil nós revidar. Impossível, eu acho, na verdade. Apesar de que parece meio atrativo, né? Não fazer nada é triste, não tem como.
We shouldn't give up. That's the main thing.
You said that Sigismund has the League of Lords and a whole fucking army. And what do we have?
Exatamente, cara, o que vamos fazer? Cara? A gente
Fuck
não tem
all!
nada.
Come on, lads. Jobst will bring his army soon. It'd be fucking mad to try on anything big before that.
It might take weeks for them to arrive. Von Bergov will have found and caught us by then. We have to get rid of Von Bergov. It's because of him that we're in the situation we're in,
Pô,
after
o
all.
Von Berg foi o principal
You
problema
mean
da
in the
gente, né?
shit, Sir Hans? No need to mince words.
Sir
Mas tem
Hans here
razão,
is
cara, eu
right.
acredito.
It's starting to piss me off the way Von Bergov's been stringing us along all this time.
That fucker is Sigismund's right hand. So we'll chop it off.
Why kill him? You know what ransom we can get for that bastard. Are you all fucking daft? Von Berger was holed up in Malashov, so unless any of you can fly, we can't get to him.
Oh, that's true. To take a cost like that, we'd need a dozen men, ladders, and maybe also a trebuchet or cannon.
There's no maybe about it. We'd certainly need a cannon.
Aquele canto que ele
So
destruiu
we
do nosso
steal the
castelo lá,
one
né?
von Berghoff used at Nebakov. Well, why don't we just steal all the silver from the Italian court and buy our own, eh? Use your head before you open your mouth.
Hang on. Maybe Janosch's idea isn't all that bad.
How do you mean?
I recently sent Catherine to spy on Sigismund's military camp near Opatovitz. She told me von Berghoff has his cannon stashed away there. But it seems things are getting a bit out of hand there. So the Prague regiment he's in charge of is going to move it to
Já teve nesse
Slasxy.
acampamento aí.
It might not be that
A gente
well
ajudou um lord
guarded
lá,
along the
pessoal.
way.
Você deve estar lembrado do episódio.
So we'll steal it, right? We'll wait till they go through some ravine,
Se for o mesmo
and we'll
acampamento que a gente
shoot
já
them
teve
from
lá.
the rocks. The way you did to us before
A gente ajudou um
Nebakov.
lord lá que perdeu a armadura
I
e um
see
cavalo.
you've learned something from me. But it's not that simple. What we need is for one of us to get amongst the Pragas, so he can keep an eye open and tell us when they're moving out.
And if we
Com certeza eu,
succeed,
né?
what then? There's 5.5 of us. Even with a cannon, that's not enough to take Malashov.
Não, pode ser que precisa. Cara, não é tá só nós, ia ser um bagulho de protagonismo gigante, né, cara? Com certeza não é isso. A gente realmente precisa, né? Porque, pô, é quase impossível nesse jogo você vai lutar contra mais de 3 caras sozinho. É quase impossível.
There's not much we can achieve on our own.
But show me the fool who'd want to join us.
There's always a few mercenaries around, right?
And how are you going to pay them, eh? I sure as fuck haven't got the coin.
That's enough! Von Berkow has to die. Painfully, and above all, as soon as possible. And if there are not enough of you, this might help.
Well, well. That's a sight for sore eyes. Why the fuck didn't you show us that earlier? We could have saved ourselves a lot of blathering.
Where did you get such a fortune? After what happened?
People in Calling decided to help. They are looking after our refugees and want to send everyone a strong signal that we will not be silenced.
Aha! So that's why you were so eager to go there.
We really appreciate it, son. Believe me.
And we won't mind if you got a couple more purses like that.
If you will permit, monsieur, I might be able to contribute. I know a few mercenaires in this part. They may not be la cavalerie royale, but for such a purse, they will gladly tear Maleshov down stone by stone.
Ah, a company of mercenaries, a surprise attack, and a cannon in reserve. We could do something with that, couldn't we?
Not so fast. We don't have the cannon yet.
Then we'll fucking get it. We'll find a good spot for an ambush and send someone into the camp to spy on them. What about you, Henry? You'll get yourself recruited into the Prague regiment, and when they take the cannon to Sedlitz, you'll send us a message via Catherine.
Ah, I was afraid you'd never ask.
Sabia que
I
esse
can
ia
just see
mesmo.
the look on von Bergov's
Bora.
face when we point his own cannon straight at it.
That's settled then. Henry will go to the camp. Catherine will tell you all you need to know. You'll find her in the bathhouse there. In the meantime, Ada here can go to Malashov and find out how von Berkoff and his people are stationed there. But look, don't touch.
Za kogo ty mnie kurwa masz?
A lot of soldiers need a lot to eat. We'll have to stock up.
I'll go hunting. This tavern's a bit crammed for my liking as it is.
And what are we going to do?
We're going to prepare a warm welcome for the Pragas.
What do you say, Sir Hinek?
Well, what the fuck are you all sitting here for? Didn't you hear? The fun's about to start!
Henry, come here. I need to talk to you.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Que isso? O que tu precisa, Hans?
This place is so...
Deixa eu ver onde é que é o lugar, rapaziada. Vamos ver aqui. Ah, é bem no acampamento que a gente foi mesmo. Caramba, é muito maior do que eu imaginava. Pô, vendo assim, o acampamento é muito grande. Nossa senhora, é muito grande. Mas é nesse acampamento mesmo, pessoal, que a gente ajudou aquele Lorde lá. A gente batalhou contra um Lorde daqui também, que era... Foi sim. Foi o personagem mais forte que a gente enfrentou no jogo, pessoal. Muito forte mesmo, mais difícil de todos.
Henry!
Um boss mesmo.
You have no idea how glad I am to see you alive and all in one piece. I was really worried about you. I prayed to Our Lady the Protector to watch over you in Kuttenberg. It's good she heard my pleas.
Thanks for putting in a good word. It definitely came in handy, because it wasn't nice at all. Lots of violence and death, countless foes. We could have easily kicked the bucket any moment.
God damn! What happened there?
I don't know if words are enough. Simply... it was just like Skalitz. Confusion, screaming, dying, and then the flames. The worst part came when the gate fell. It was as if the bloody gates of perdition opened for a moment, and hell surged into the world.
God protect us! God damn it! I should have gone there too. I could have been some use at least.
I'm always glad to fight by your side, but you wouldn't have changed anything there. There were too many of them. And when the whole street was thronged, there was no stopping it. All we could do was try to hold back Eric's people as long as possible, so the locals could flee to the synagogue. See, there's a hidden tunnel inside it, leading out of the city.
Fucking tunnels! Ugh. But thank Christ for them. What about Liechtenstein?
He's fine. And he managed to get those mysterious documents of his out. He left with the survivors for Colleen.
Praise God. He's from an old and glorious house. It'd be a dreadful pity if he got left behind. The main thing is you got out. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to thank you properly for coming to Malashov for me.
No need to thank me.
I beg to disagree, my brave and faithful companion. First and foremost, be it known that if you should ever similarly find yourself in captivity, I swear before our Lord Jesus Christ that I shall come for you as you came for me. And secondly, I have something here for you. A truly knightly reward for your knightly deed. A hunting bow that has no equal in the province. I hope it'll brighten your thoughts after all those horrors. It can fell the mightiest buck deer and enchant many a doe. And besides, it has attached to it an enlightening history.
Well, I'm honored. Thank you, friend. Please enlighten me, O noble sir.
According to legend, this bow belonged by right to Margrave Jobst of Moravia, who, however, was not worthy of it. And so, fate decreed that it fell into the hands of a proper knight.
What are you saying?
When I found out that Jobst would gladly leave me locked up, it got my blood up. So, to pay him back, I relieved him of the bow in Rabosh. And it was immediately clear to me that that bow should go to none other than you.
That is certainly just, I'd say.
I knew we'd see eye to eye. It'd be great to try that bow out right away. We could ride out together on the hunt. Wine, bacon, wine, the deep woods, a quiver full of arrows, wine. Shoot some deer and celebrate with wine. Like we used to do back home.
We only went hunting together once.
Yeah, but it was memorable. Don't tell me you wouldn't like to do it again. Because, as you yourself heard, there's no reasonable mission here for the noble lord of Leiper and Perkstein. So all I can do is head to the woods and make sure we don't die of hunger here. You'll come with me, right? We promised Shishka some meat, after all.
Cara, tu tinha prometido, cara, mas eu não tava metido nisso, não. Mas nós vamos lá.
That's a good idea, actually. Where should we go?
I found this great spot in the forest near Bohunjevitz, an abandoned hunter's camp. I thought you might like to come with me, have a drink, chat, and do some hunting. What's more, it's on the way to Sigismund's camp.
Ah, então tá suave, ficar no caminho, pô, bom demais.
Let's go then.
Great. Saddle your horse and get ready. I can smell the game from here.
Bora. E meu cavalinho. Caralho, como já tinha começado a chover e parou de chover. Isso, chuvinha rapidinho. Vou pegar essas coisas aqui. Isso daqui eu tô utilizando. Deixa eu ver. Acho que é isso. Pô, a gente sempre se mete muita missão, né, cara? Vai todo mundo ficar aí de boa, ó. Chuvinha de novo. Olha os caras lá em cima, lá o padre lá, velho. Padre Godwin. Todo mundo ficar de boa ali, nós vamos de novo com as missãozinhas. A gente tinha que virar o rei desse bagulho aqui, cara. Pô, mas nessa velocidade mesmo, nossa. Como é que é? Mais fácil ir a pé, né?
Ah, can you smell that? Freedom!
I smell a big roe deer. Maybe even a stag.
How about a wager on who kills more game?
I'd rather not. You know how it ends up when we make bets.
If you're talking about the cock-up at the pond.
No, I meant that bet back in Ratai. When we made a bet to see who could bag more hares, remember?
Of course I do. I won.
It wasn't my day, but I still came out of it better than you. Or have you forgotten about the Cumans who caught you and tied you to a tree?
Aye. That's something I'd rather forget. It wouldn't happen to us now, though. We're far too experienced. It's not long ago we were brawling in a tavern, and now look at us. It's amazing how much we've been through together.
And how many adventures we still have ahead of us, eh?
I hope so. But to be honest, conquering Malashov and capturing von Bergov, I hope Zizka has a foolproof plan.
Ah, don't worry. It's nothing we can't handle.
And when we tell our story in some tavern, the lasses will be falling at our feet.
Oh, don't you think you should take a break from the lasses? Remember how it turns out. A jealous husband nearly drowned you once.
Bloody arse and balls.
Yeah, and after that, there was the hacked-off butcher.
You mean when I was courting Carolina? That was your fault. You were feeding me the wrong verses.
Oh, sorry about that. But I hope you won't be so busy with wenches you forget your old mates.
No chance of that. The world's full of pretty wenches, but a good friend. Once you find one, you have to hold on to him. You remember what I told you before the Cumans caught me, don't you?
Something about minions, wasn't it? It's always helpful to have a minion at hand.
That's right. And I'd say you're a lot more than just my minion these days. But that's enough chat. It's still a fair way to the camp. How about we go a bit faster?
Vamos.
Let's go.
Viagem rápida, certeza. Vamos nessa. Tá. Voltou daqui, pessoal. Deu uma bugadinha, tá? Mas já voltou aqui. Então a gente fez nossa viagem rápida ali. Pra falar a verdade pra vocês, deu uma bugada insana, tá? Tive que reiniciar o game aqui. Fazer toda essa partezinha de novo.
Wait, can you hear that? There are people in the camp.
Tem gente no acampamento? Ixi, vou botar minha armadura aqui, mas Assim a gente tá bem. Assim a gente tá bem demais. Só ver um combo da minha espada aqui, né? Porque espada de uma mão eu não uso muito. Direita, esquerda, direita. Esquerda, direita, esquerda.
Bloody hell. Soldiers. Sigismund's men, judging by the colors. Shit, there's a dead body.
Isso, mataram um cara
Over
aqui.
there, by the tree.
Vi.
A local hunter, probably. He must have stumbled across them.
Lá na frente.
Those bastards will pay for this. We came here to hunt. So let's hunt.
Are you sure? There's quite a lot of them. I'd rather not end up tied to a tree like you did in Ratai that time.
Come on. We can handle this motley bunch.
Acho que nós dá conta, bora. Se tu acha que nós dá conta, meu amigo.
All right.
Sozinho não, vamos nós, bora.
Let's get them.
That's my boy.
Vamos pra cima. É isso. Eita, eita. Caralho, cara. Melhor do mundo. Vamos ver se ele se acha o melhor do mundo.
He knows how to sword fight. Bash him on the head.
Vai morrer não, Hans, isso, tá doido?
True blood. You're no match for us.
Nossa.
True blood. Yeah.
Take that!
Surround it.
Told you he had
You'll
two
pay
left
for
hands.
that.
Not just ugly, but
Boa ideia não, hein, Hans.
Get at him from the right.
Shit! What the?
Caralho. Deixou minha vida, velho. O cara ficou no fio da vida. Nossa.
thank you, God, thank you.
Caralho, Hans. Mano, nós quase fomos de berço aqui, guys. Nossa, eu tô sangrando, mano. Hemorragia. Deixa eu passar uma atadura aqui, velho. Que esse é louco. O Hans quer matar nós dois, mano. Que isso, cara. Aqui. Quer morrer mesmo, né, cara?
And that's that.
Contar aos Ziska.
Shouldn't we tell Ziska about what happened
A
here?
irmã dele tá no
Why?
acampamento.
There's not much to tell, really.
Don't you want to boast about your heroic deeds?
Come on. You call this a heroic deed?
Wiping out a band of Sigismund's soldiers. It's not long ago I wouldn't have believed we had it in us.
You see? And today it's just another run-of-the-mill afternoon.
Yeah,
What about the dead
pessoal,
bodies?
Well, I suppose we should bury them, eh? They may have been bastards, but we shouldn't leave them to the wolves.
What now? Make camp and go hunting?
I don't know. I seem to have lost my mood for it. But we promised to bring some meat, didn't we?
Oh, these fellas were just skinning a doe. That should do it.
All right.
Boa, já tá até, pô, já
Let's
caçaram
cut it
tanta
up and take
gente.
it back to Devil's Den. We'll go together, right?
Of course.
All right. You take care of the dough. I'll start digging a grave.
Eu lembro nós de lutear os carinha, pô. Tinha luteado antes de falar com ele, né? Tá bom. Preciso me curar agora aqui, hein? Essa vida aqui não dá pra fazer nada, não. Vamos fazer o seguinte, nós vai ali em cima, nós vai dar uma descansada.
Whoa.
Tomar uma poçãozinha de camomila. A poçãozinha de camomila ela é boa demais. Em algumas horas o cara já tá novo. Vou tirar esse sangue do corpo aqui, porque senão... é complicado, né? Aí...
Christ, pardon me.
Uma poçãozinha aqui, pessoal. Camomila fraca mesmo. Agora nós vai dormir. Dorme já salva. Vamos ver. Aqui, ó. em 3 horinhas já tá... Já estamos bem já.
Oh, what a mess.
Comer um negócio aqui. Deixa a fome boa aí também. Partiu.
Henry?
Praise the Lord.
Pessoalzinho circulando, defende, né, em defesa ali da parada toda. Vamos pra cá. Que isso, que isso, que isso? Está cansado, mas tem uma expressão de no rosto. Não, cara. Adeus, mendigo. Um abraço. Que isso? Prosseguir minha jornada, cara. Vamos embora.
Come closer, don't be shy. Quality goods here.
Quick! God! Quick!
Está perdendo vida? Poxa, aqui estancar o sangramento de novo aqui. Acho que é isso. Eu tô tendo um sangramentinho agora que eu vi.
Die! Quick!
Acho que é perigoso estar sem armadura, pô. Qualquer golpe pode ser fatal. Não é só fatal na hora não, pô. Se não morrer na batalha, tu pode morrer horas depois no game. Você pode ver que eu dormi ali durante 3 horinhas ali. E meu sangramento tá ali ainda, depois pode começar a sangrar de novo. Tem que ficar gastando atadura.
Go!
Chegamos.
Quick!
Esse acampamento aqui eles provavelmente não deixariam a gente entrar. Como a gente já fez aquela... A gente ajudou aquele Lorde, aqui nesse acampamento a gente tem a permissão, né? A gente lutou até com um dos outros Lords de todo mundo.
Easy. Nice and...
Corre aí, cavalinho, tá querendo não?
Whoa!
God, looks like a bloody expensive horse.
A gente pode estar de boa. Dia de casa. Dos inimigos.
Your men smashed all my
Aquele cara da reunião, hein?
And on top of that, they drank nearly a whole barrel of wine. And poor Dorota had to flee to the woods from your savages. She's lucky she got away with her honor intact.
I see. We pay everything. And punish very hard. Who was they?
How am I supposed to know their names? 5 of them there was. All in your uniforms.
Quiet now. I'm only asking.
Like them drunks will tell you anything if you threaten them with a whipping.
They tell me.
Ixi. Só problemas. Ele era o que tava na reunião do rei, pessoal. Tava sentado à direita do rei.
Ah, there you are.
Henry? What are you doing here?
Zizka sent me. Is there somewhere we can talk? In private, I mean.
Oh, by Christ. Oh, you've come up with another plan, haven't you? All right. But you better come this evening. We're too easily seen right now.
Acontecer à noite, certo? A gente não consegue banho aqui, não?
What'll it be?
I need to take a load off.
What'll it be this time, Henry?
Serviço completo, né, meu amigo?
I've heard the girls here can work wonders.
Isso, a Catarina vai ver, cara.
I'd like to see that for myself.
My girls know how to make a fella happy.
What I really need right now is a little taste of...
Great. But
I'll gladly pay you.
great. My girls will take good care of you, Henry.
Que isso, 3 horas. Até a noite.
You sure slayed me today, warrior. I reckon now I'll have to scrub myself from head to toe.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
Esse aí tava com fome.
What's the hold up?
Esfomeado o menino. Não tá bem noite ainda, né? Acho que a noite aqui no... é às 9 horas. Na noite, não no anoitecer, né? Bom, agora é noite.
I'm here.
Come. I know a place where nobody will disturb us.
Where's that?
Stop asking questions and start undressing.
Isso.
You want to talk here?
You said you wanted privacy, didn't
Acabou de
you?
sair de banho.
If anyone sees us here, they'll think you're just another customer. And relax a bit. You're as stiff as if you were waiting to be branded.
How am I supposed to relax in this situation?
Come now, Henry. Don't say you've never had your back scrubbed by a woman.
Pô, Davis, eu já não tô nem lembrando dela mais não, cara. Bem que, pô, no primeiro jogo ela ajudou demais a gente.
I have, yeah, but... it's just different with you. It feels a bit weird. After all we've been through together.
Oh, come now. You don't have to be bashful in front of me. Even about what I think I see in that tub.
Well, the water is pretty cold.
Of course it is. So, tell me quickly what you're doing here before you shrivel up entirely in the water. You say Zizka sent you?
That's right. It's about von Bergov's cannon and the Praggers who have it. I hear they're gonna move it to Sedlec.
Aye, they have it. What of it?
We want to steal it on the way.
Have you all gone mad? Do you know how dangerous that is?
I know. That's why Zizka sent me here. I'm supposed to infiltrate the Praggers and make sure everything goes smoothly.
So what do you need me for?
Information. When are the Praggers going to take the cannon to Sedlec?
That's what you're supposed to find out, isn't it? But it looks like they got held up for some reason. Sometimes I hear them complaining they should have been long gone by now.
Where is the cannon now?
In the upper part of the camp where all the local captains have their tents. They've put up a palisade around the entire hilltop. And the guard at the gate doesn't let just anyone in. And what's more, they say the whole camp's gunpowder store is there.
And you think it's in the storehouse there?
That's the only place it can be. I haven't seen it anywhere down here, but they won't let me into the upper part.
Do you know anything about the cannon?
Not much. I've heard they call it the Finger of God, and it costs a fortune, but that's all.
Who's in charge here?
That's a pretty complicated question. But in a nutshell, there are 3 main captains here. They run the whole camp. Sigismund is holed up in Sedlec,
with his toadies and doesn't take much of an interest in what's going on here. The Cumans are under the command of a fella called Chertan. Then there is Grozaf, who runs the camp. And then there are the Pragas, led by Dietrich Katz.
What is this Chertan like?
He's the commander of all the Cumans who marched into Bohemia. Sigismund officially gives the orders, of course, but it's Chertan they listen to. I've met him a couple of times. He's a tough fella, but his soldiers are loyal to him.
Who's this Grossav?
He's in charge of everything here. He's a nobleman, but don't expect him to act like one. They say he ran up debts and fell out with half the royal court. So Sigismund holed him away here instead of taking him to Sedlitz. Watch out for him. You know how it is. The worse off a man is, the pushier he gets.
This Katz. Who is he?
He's in charge of the Prague Artillery Regiment. You should know him, in fact. It was him and his men who attacked Nabokov that time.
That Horson who nearly killed us all.
Calm down. You'll get your revenge soon enough.
Do you have any idea how I could infiltrate the Praggers?
The best thing would be to join up. There are never enough men. But it won't be as easy as it might seem. They won't let you go up and see cats just like that. But down by the shooting range, you'll find a fella they call Crow. He's a corporal in the Praggers. You'll know him by his big black moustache. He's Katz's right-hand man. So I'd try my luck with him.
But what if he turns me down?
Then I suppose you'll have to keep bothering him until he changes his mind. What else?
And once I've joined them, what next?
Find out when they're supposed to go to Sedlitz. And above all, why they're still here. And once you've got it sorted out with them and you're gonna all ride out with the cannon, I'll go straight to the Devil's Den and we'll get to work.
Aqui o cara... Não, é engraçado, cara. Os caras meter assim, conseguir se ver, não é conseguir, não.
Well, it all sounds pretty dangerous. If I say the wrong thing or someone recognizes me, the game will be up. I could do the kiss for luck.
Is it not enough that I scrubbed you all over? And free of charge? Is there anything else you want to ask before we get started?
Não consegue nada. Com a Catarina não consegue nada.
Is there anything I should watch out for?
Your mouth, mostly. You know what you're like. If you give the game away, you're a dead man. Just try and act normal. They get up to a lot of drinking, riding, and archery here. Now and then they fight like cats and dogs, but the captains have things under control for the moment. Although
what?
There's a rumor going round the soldiers that there's a spy here. At first, I was worried they were talking about me. But it seems not. Be careful.
That's all I need to know.
Get out of the water, then. You've been in there for ages. Though I have to admit, you've scrubbed up nicely. Maybe I should wash you more often.
As long as it's always free of charge.
Actually, there is something you could do to repay me. But that can wait. Enlist for service first, soldier.
É isso. Catarina é um amor de pessoa, gente. Precisa listar então. Quem que é o cabo aqui que nós vamos falar?
Excuse me.
Acho que é um desses caras aqui. Aqui o corvo é ele.
Good evening. What do you need?
Are you the one they call Crow?
I'm only Crow to good friends, or strangers who want to punch in the gob. Which group do you belong to?
Well, neither, I reckon. But I hope that'll change. I want to join your regiment.
You and a dozen other ne'er-do-wells. I've had fellas pestering me ever since Radovan let slip that we get double the pay. Go and ask Lord Bottomlucker, I mean. He's been taking on all kinds of mercenaries. You'll fit in better with his rabble.
Oh, that'd be a waste of my talents.
Oh, really? How's that?
I'll have a beer.
É, pô, aqui, GG. Derrotei o Lord Garbo em um duelo, venci o torneio de Kuttenberg. Isso aqui é gigantismo demais.
Didn't you see me fight Zavish von Garbov recently? It made a big splash.
I don't have time for that kind of thing. But the men mentioned it in the bathhouse, that's true. Defeating an experienced knight like Zavish is no mean feat. But the answer's still no.
I fought in the tournament put on by the Kuttenberg City Council. Maybe you've heard of me. I did pretty well.
We're a long way from the city and news travels slow.
Cê é louco. Pô, mais fácil ser que eu sou ferreiro, né, do que eu sei tudo de ervas.
I'm a blacksmith. That's useful, isn't it? You're bound to need stuff hammered straight or sharpened all the time.
Aye, we need that. God knows we do. But that doesn't mean we have to let you join up, does it?
Oh, damn it, is that still not enough for you? What more do you want?
For you to stop hassling me. You're a bit pushy for my liking. It's a bit suspicious.
All right, I'll tell you the truth. I don't give a shit about your regiment, but I heard your pay is better, and I need the money. My parents left me with debts, and I don't know how else to pay them. Please, just give me a chance.
All right. We lost a couple of men recently in any case. You know what? I'll go and see Katz, our commander. He'll know what to do with you.
Who
the fuck are you?
My name's Henry, sir, and I want to enlist.
So you turn up and expect us to drop to our knees in awe? Crow, why did you let this fucker in?
I thought you might want to take a look at him. The lad said he fought Zavish and gave him what for.
Well, if that's true, but we'll have to try you out first in any case. I have this issue here.
Ah, you're not going on about that stupid charter again, are you? How many more men will you send to find it?
As many as it takes. Don't tell me you're not fed up with being stuck here. So, this is your test, Henry. Either you come back as one of us, or you don't come back at all. What do you say?
It's a deal. I'm not afraid of any job.
Damn it, Crow, this lad might actually have what it takes.
Maybe he'll help us get out of this shithole at last.
Listen up, then. Some of our men have gone missing. 7 of them. And with them a wagon with horses, to be precise. They had a very important cargo they were supposed to take to Sedlitz, but they never arrived there.
It seems they were last seen somewhere between Miskovitz and Rabstein. But that was ages ago. Christ knows where they might be now.
Hang on, why would they go past Miskovitz? That's not on the way to Sedlitz.
That's what I don't understand. But you can ask them if you find them.
Maybe they just deserted. It happens.
Not in our regiment. Our men are loyal.
I don't give a shit what happened to them. They could have been eaten by squirrels for all I care. I just want that painted chest they were carrying. There's a very important charter in it, and we need it back. Got that?
Eu vou perguntar isso aqui pra ele, né, cara? Vai começar a ficar estranho.
All right, I think I understand. Find the men and bring back the charter.
Wait, damn it! You don't know the most important bit yet. Mishek, one of those 7, came back.
And you're only telling me this now?
So question him, and we'll know what's going on, won't we?
Go ahead and try it yourself, genius.
Mishek was brought back on a cart. Some peasant found the poor bloke unconscious on the road and brought him here. He's been in the infirmary since then. But you can stop by, maybe the Sawbones will be able to tell you something. His name is Musa.
And let me tell you, you ain't never seen a man like Musa before.
That's about it then. Now on your way. Try not to get yourself killed.
I'm looking for the local Sawbones. They said I've never seen the likes of him.
So, you came straight to me. Is that so? In any case, you have found your man. Musa of Mali, scholar, traveler, and physician. At your service, friend.
Well, sorry to say this, but you're...
Very busy? May I ask who you are?
Henry, sir. How come you're so...
Big, wise, courteous?
I'm sorry, I was just a bit taken by surprise. I didn't mean it badly.
I know very well what you meant. I've had such a conversation at least 100 times. Have you never heard of Prester John or the Christian kingdom of Axum?
I think our parish priest might have mentioned that.
Tell me then, how the people in those stories are described. Not exactly like you. Am I right?
Well, I thought that was just, you know.
And as you see, it is not. So please, stop staring at me and tell me what you need from me.
Commander Katz sent me. I'm supposed to find the soldiers who went missing. It seems one of them is in your infirmary.
Yes, Mishek. He's lying over there and will remain lying for long. He was badly stabbed, and it will take weeks before he comes to his senses.
But I need to talk to him.
Then you shall have to wait. When he was brought here, he was mumbling about some wagon on a place called Lota. But then he passed out and did not awake again.
Isn't there anything we can do? I don't need him to be healed, just to wake up for a while. Can't you just give him some herb that will wake him up? You're a physician, aren't you?
A physician, not a magician. But there might be one possibility. One can make a decoction from Varelian and mint, which is called cockerel potion. It will not heal the poor wretch, but it might wake him up for a bit. But it must be very strong. Not like what is sold by the quacks around here.
So what are you waiting for? Brew it up.
It is not a simple matter just to brew some potion and pour it down his throat. It could make him worse, and I cannot risk that.
I'll do it then. I have no other option.
You? Do not take offense, but you do not look like someone who has knowledge of alchemy.
There's a lot more at stake here than the life of one soldier. What if the rest of his company are in the same state as him? Lying on the road, knifed in the back.
That is true. There is more than one life at stake here. Very well then. My alchemical apparatus is all yours, friend. You'll find it right outside the tent. Iniherebe.
Temos a receita, pelo menos mal, né? Vamos usar a receita aqui. Vamos ver. Destilados. O hortelã adicione no caldeirão, ferva por 1 turno. Adicione a valeriana e ferva por 2 turnos. Por fim, destile. do acampamento. Que isso, cara. Tá, encontro perdido ali, beleza, mas eu quero encontrar a bancada. Tá ali. Bancada de alquimia. Cara, aqui acho que foi um dos maiores perigos que o Ren se expôs, cara. O cara tem que... Cara, não consegue usar ingredientes pra mim, não, cara. Deixa eu falar com ele aqui. Essas ervas só, né? Tá, eu preciso saber como é que eu vejo aqui os ingredientes, as receitas. Mas a base dela é o quê? Destilados? Ah tá, é destilados. Tá, entendi. Valeriana e hortelã. Eu tenho uma hortelã no meu inventário. Tem que fazer uma viagemzinha aqui. Já que tem coisa de poção aqui, vou precisar ir numa casa de poção o mais rápido possível. Aqui não tem... Pô, aqui eu não achei nada. Aqui. Você precisa comprar os ingredientes, na verdade, né, cara? Vou ter que fazer a poção, né? Mas aqui deve ter os ingredientes. É uma herbalista. Herbalista não. Aqui, ó, herbalista. Herbalista. É comprar reservas, né? Então é aqui que eu tenho que ir. Comprar poção, né? Inclusive vou ver se eu consigo achar umas habilidades pra mim ali, pra mim ver se eu consigo fazer uma poção melhor mesmo. Pode dar ruim isso aí, posso acabar piorando o estágio dele ali e acabar comprometendo tudo. Mas a gente não quer isso, né? Então se eu consigo realmente fazer isso, não vou direto no acampamento lá mesmo. Se a poção ficar forte, acho que serve. Vou passar umas horas aqui. Certo. Ah, chama já.
Good to see you.
God be with you.
Belt from the finest leather. Leather water skin.
O que você tem aqui, amigo? Hortelã. Cara, ervas é um negócio que você tem que estar levando bastante sempre, né, cara? Vou começar a fazer um estoque delas. Umas 10 de cada aqui.
I'm glad you found what you needed, sir.
Greetings.
Leather pouches.
Estrutura com de cela.
All from the finest leather.
I reckon
reckon I'll have a look first.
For a wonderful purchase. Jugs here, big and small. Jugs for sale.
Excellent. You made a fine purchase. What will it be, sir?
Show me.
Deixa eu ver se tem de produto pra mim, meu amigo. Pô, pensando em cela aqui, minhas celas são boas, né? Vou pegar uma dessa aqui, hein? Caramba, olha essa cela aqui, cara.
I'd like to do...
Well...
Um valorzinho baratinho pra nós poder conversar aqui, né? Que senão...
Do you accept?
That's more like it. Hi, you can... I was glad to be of help to you, good...
Tá bom. E se eu consigo vender uma coisa pra ele, cara, ele vai ficar com muito dinheiro aí. Não gostar disso, não. Vamos comprar arma. Só não tô afim de vender minha cela, não. Pra falar bem a verdade. Minha cela vale tudo isso? Que isso? 2.000? 2.300. Tá tudo certo. Aumenta a carga mesmo.
Leather pouches! Pouches, belts, straps!
What are you doing, you whistler?
Leather.
Pô, já veio aqui, já deu uma melhorada nas coisas aqui, hein? Da hora, gostei. Vou lá passar daqui pra lá.
Nice and slow.
Quero ver se eu acho um capuz de nível maior pra mim. De qualidade maior. Esse lugar nunca é tão aberto, cara. Olha. Vamos daqui, ó. Esquece. Vamos pra lá. Voltar pro acampamento lá. Esse acampamento aqui não tem viagem rápida pra ele. Eu não achei o lugar da viagem rápida dele.
Goose snacks, goose lard, quality lard.
Come and hear something you won't believe. I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you the amazing things I've seen in Syria. In the south,
Come and take your pick.
All covered in sand.
Go, quick. Go.
Opa, tô no caminho errado, tô no caminho errado. Não é pra lá não. Pra acampamento, pô.
Ja! Go! Quick! Ja! Quick! Go! Ja! 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 Quick! Go! Just a bit further.
Cara, esse aqui não combina mais com a dourada. Combina, pô. Que isso. Coisa linda agora, hein?
Go! Go! Ja!
Anda daqui por cima, não? Tem.
Slowly. Nice and slow.
É, filho, meu nome já tá sendo falado por todo canto aqui. Henry, que derrotou o Lordzão lá, pô. Henry tá famoso, pô. Esse cavalo aqui. O cavalo agora tá uma beleza, hein?
Careful.
Eita, pô. Se eu pisei no cara, o cara falou?
Missing down again.
Ixi. Esse cara tá mal mesmo, hein? Vou fazer aqui então. Antes de tudo, vamos ver se consigo upar a alquimia aqui, pô. Porque senão eu vou me complicar aqui se essa poção não ficar forte. Tem que aparecer o atributo forte nela. Não pode ser fraco nem normal. Vamos ver aqui. Alquimia. Não ajudou muito não. Isso aqui é bom, hein? Isso aqui era isso que eu precisava. Melhora a minha qualidade das minhas poções, pô. Isso eu precisava. Eu tenho só um ponto. Então eu vou guardar esse ponto aqui. Vamos fazendo poção aqui, vamos fazer aqui. Vamos ver, a gente comprou bastante já pra isso. A gente pode ter que fazer várias vezes. Esse aqui, galo. Moa, hortelã, adicione no caldeirão, ferva por um turno, adicione a valeriana e ferva por 2 turnos. Tá, primeiro tem que... destilado. Destilado. Certo. Hortelã e valeriana. Vou pegar a hortelã. Vou roer ela bonitinha aqui. Um turninho só de fervimento. Vira. Se não dá vazeira, só descer o bagulho, né, cara? Eu tô viajando. Certo, agora a valeriana. Quantas são? Esqueci a quantidade. Tá, é 2. Consegui ver daqui. Não tinha me ferrado já. Deixa eu ver por 2 turnos, né? Certo. Cima e destila, né? Poção de galo.
I added too much of that valerian.
Adicionei demais? Porque não é 2? Apesar de destilado, 1 punhado de valeriana e 2 punhados de hortelã. Nossa, viajei totalmente. Agora mais tarde não vai conseguir. Começou a borbulhar ali. Já gira aqui. É só uma valeriana, pô. Não é 2 não. 2 hortelã, cara. Certo, destilado. 1 punhado de valeriana e 2 punhados de hortelã.
Right. We'll see if I brewed it properly.
Whoa. What's happening?
Se deu boa.
Where am I?
Calm down, Mishek. How are you feeling?
Like I was kicked in the head by a horse. Wait. How do you know who I am?
No, we don't have time for introductions. I need to know what happened to you and the others you went to Sedlets with.
Oh, that. What do you want to know?
What actually happened? Start at the beginning and don't leave anything out.
We were riding to Sedlets, me and 6 others. We were taking some gifts or something. A couple of crates with some valuables and a kind of painted chest with some documents. Karel and Francex talked the others into nicking the stuff and doing a runner. But I was against it, so they jumped me.
So it was your friends who did this to you?
I told them I wouldn't rat on them. But they said they'd make sure I wouldn't. Francex pounced on me and stuck a knife in my belly. But I managed to push him off and took to my heels. All I can remember is running somewhere, and then I came over all dizzy.
The document you were carrying, where is it? What's in it?
I've no idea. Cats didn't tell us anything, and I can't read. Some report for the king, most likely.
I need to know where the rest of the men who are riding with you to Sedlets are. I have to find them.
I'm not sure. We talked about Lotta. It seems there's a sawmill there they could hide in. So maybe they're there. Listen, will I be all right? What are my chances? I don't feel well. What's wrong with me?
The brew is wearing off, most likely.
I'm going to die, aren't I?
No, you're not going to die. But you won't be on active duty anytime soon. You need to rest.
Rest? Yes, I should. Get my strength back.
Sei bastante coisa até. O próprio pessoal, cara, que fez isso. Tem que recuperar as coisas lá agora, né? Vamos pra Malechove aqui. Vambora. Não manda não. Se bem que eu até podia ter parado ali naquele caminho, né? Que é bem pertinho da... Muita gente aqui, vou dar uma olhadinha, pô, como é que a gente tá. A gente tá da hora, hein? Dá pra ficar melhor. Dá pra ficar melhorzinho.
Quick! Go!
Dava pra ficar melhorzinho, mas eu não achei nada legal pro cavalo, pô, que seja melhor. A maioria das outras roupas de cavalo perde muita carga.
Quick! Go!
Deixa o rastro de sangue, cara, ele tomou aquela facada ali. Se eu achar o rastro de sangue, deixa onde é que tá o pessoal. Pelo menos eu consigo ter uma noção.
A wagon in the proud colours. This must be the missing soldiers. I reckon they won't be too pleased to see me. I have to find the painted chest with the charter, and then make myself scarce.
caras eu consigo enfrentar 3 caras. Se eu não me machucar nessa descida aqui, eu consigo. Aqui é o seguinte, pô, aqui é poucas, meus amigos, que vocês vão de vala. Cara, tá embaçadão, hein? Sou eu, pô. Está aqui. Eu, meus amigos.
Get out of here!
Eu vou sair, cara.
What do you want then?
I just wanted to tell you Commander Katz sends his regards.
What the fuck? Ah, bollocks, lads. Cat sent another one. Get him! Right time.
Get him, lads!
Eu acho que eu consigo.
I'm all yours.
Não consigo, vai. Essa armadura eu não consigo.
Ah, shit, what the?
Calma.
You wanna try me?
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Show your stuff!
What do you want? Take that!
Menos um.
Show what you're made of! You can't stand up to this! I've been waiting for you! Show your... Go fuck yourself! Show what you're made of!
Vamos ver que a gente consegue ser. Nossa senhora.
There's no escape!
Boinha agora, né? Daquele jeito. É isso. Arregacemos, pô. Com essa armadura aqui, com uma armadura desse nível aqui, não tem como o cara perder muito fácil, não. O cara destruir. Olha as arminhas deles, cara. Eles estão bem pra caramba aqui, cara. Eu vou pegar essas coisas aqui, hein. Isso é tudo muito bem utilizado, meus amigos. Escudo. Tudo vai ser levado. Isso que dá, viu? Mexerem comigo. Isso que dá, meus amigos. arma na minha mão, hein? Estão aqui, será? Da secagem? Não tá ali? Tá, tudo aqui. Bonitinho. Ótimo. Ótimo demais. Já tô com fome. As condições não parecem muito boa, não. Vou pegar essa comida aí não, pô, tá horrível. Puta de um anel ali dentro, cara. Agora eu peguei uma chave. Será que eu vou precisar arrombar isso aqui mesmo? É muito difícil, então deixa quieto.
Oh, so hungry I could eat a horse.
Vou ler essa porra aqui. Memória eterna acima de qualquer dúvida, estabelecemos este documento para preservar os acordos entre o nobre Siroto von Berger, o valente cavaleiro Markaved von Aulitz, que isso, e os conselheiros da cidade de Praga. Eles concordam que a milícia de Praga apoiará militarmente o rei Sigismundo de Luxemburgo no território da Boêmia e que o supracitado senhor Markaved von Aulitz assumirá o comando deles. Essa assistência voluntária e consciente às cidades de Praga terão confirmados todos os seus direitos e privilégios existentes e serão isentos de... Caralho, meu céu está fome. Isentos do tributo ao rei por um período de 5 anos. A milícia de Praga também receberá tributo enquanto... Caralho, que merda, hein? Isso aqui. Nossa, olha a diferença. Também receberá um tributo enquanto o rei os mantiver no campo de batalha. Este acordo deve ser submetido ao rei Sigismundo de Luxemburgo para que ele possa emitir um documento a confirmar devidamente todos esses acordos em perpetuidade em nome de Jesus também. É basicamente um acordo do Serventia total do rei com os cumanos, né, pô? Serventia máxima do pessoal de lá. Pô, não ter viajado pra cá é triste. Vim pra cá, então. Ah, já tá morrendo de fome, pô, mas eu vou deixar assim. Acho que eu vou comer algumas coisas que estão no inventário mesmo, né? Vou pensar mais, se não estragar. Jogo fora. Pronto, tá ótimo agora. Antes de tudo, eu vou comer esse aqui também, que isso aqui vai estragar.
Stop that whistling. You're behaving like a child.
My, what a beautiful waltz.
Keep your eyes on the road, you fool!
Verdade, um cavalo lindo.
Go!
Hey!
Go! Ka! Go!
Está ótimo.
Go! Ja! Quick! Quick! Go!
Oh. Easy, good horse. Whoa, whoa.
You know it is forbidden for me.
What bodyguard would care if someone has a drink?
The kind who cares about people's health.
I've come about that charter you're looking for.
Have you got it?
Yes.
By Christ, Henry. All them men couldn't find it, and you just come strolling in. And the soldiers who were taking it to Sedlitz? Did you find them as well?
Aye. But they weren't planning to go to Sedlitz. They deserted, and were hiding out in the sawmill near Lahota.
Horsons. Where are they now? What did you do with them?
I took care of them. They got what they deserved.
Well, well. He might look like a stripling, but he's anything but. Nice work. That's your mission accomplished, then. You're one of us from now on, Henry. Here, take our Laufenrock and wear it with pride. And you know what? I think you should get paid right now. And a bit extra, even if I have to go without.
So we can move out from the camp at last?
First things first. You know the first thing every real soldier does when he gets paid? He gets shit drunk! Musa, did you hear that? Henry here found us that stupid document.
And he dealt with the traitors. Perhaps even too well for my taste.
Let them rot in hell, the Horsons.
And what now? Will you head out for Sedlets?
The sooner the better. Don't tell me you'll miss me.
It is just that you have not finished telling me the story of George and the dragon.
Really? All right, but telling a story like that needs a proper drink first. You too, Henry. Drink.
As you command, sir. To the Praggers.
Long live the Praggers. At last, I don't have to drink alone. Moose is not much of a drinking companion, see?
Alcohol and gambling may have their uses, but they are also sinful. And much more sinful than beneficial. I mean, look at yourself. A man should have 4 humors in his body. But you have replaced them all with alcohol.
You're no saint yourself. I've heard from the bathhouse wenches how you can't take your eyes off them.
Every creature is beautiful and noble. For Allah created them thus. I'm just admiring his work.
You've got a way with words, I'll give you that. All the more reason I don't understand why you don't drink and play dice.
I simply do not want to.
But I fucking do. So come on, Henry. You'll play with me at least.
Nah, why not? Let's have a game.
That's the spirit. You're a man after my own heart.
Careful, friend. Winning money of the captain is never a good idea.
Vamos usar uns dados aqui, hein? Dado par, vamos ver. Dado Lu, dado do rei. Fica com esses dados aqui mesmo. Dado do trapaceiro cauteloso.
We'll see whose side luck is on today.
Vai se ferrar, cara. Eu já tô com muita sorte, meu amigo. Olha isso.
Nothing
isso,
worth mentioning.
Com esses dados aqui eu vou me ferrar.
These ones here. Like this.
Isso.
Aye, that'll do.
Nossa, ele pode iniciar outra se tiver que... Nossa. Cara, o bicho é muito astuto, mano. Não pode que ele vai continuar jogando. Cê tá maluco. Que bicho doido, cara.
My God!
Olha que bicho doido.
Come on!
Cê é louco. O cara ficou com 0.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Que isso? Fez uma sequência.
They're yours, lad.
Não dá, né? Uma pena. Eu tenho 3-5 aqui. Aí 4, cara. Sei não, hein?
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know? If I was you, I'd take it. Remind me not to play with you next time.
Isso, cara, o cara é muito
That's
fofo,
enough
né?
for me.
Empatou comigo já. Empatou e continua, vai. Boa. Nossa, devia ter feito 3-6 aí, eu tinha ido de bala. Bala, né, amigos?
Like this.
Ele tem a sorte boa, cara. Eu vou precisar daqui, não tô conseguindo.
Aye, that'll do.
Cara, se não vir 5 pontos, tá perdido. Nossa. Ponto e passa, meu amigo. Nossa, cara, ele vai perder por causa disso daí. Ele é o cara mais sortudo do mundo, cara. Não entendo isso. Acabou de vir um 1 ali e ele tem que começar de novo.
Damn!
Nossa,
What's
aí.
this?
A sorte uma hora acaba, né, cara? Não pode ficar confiado tanto na sorte assim, não.
What can you do?
Nossa, cara, que isso?
These ones here. My God! Oh, come on!
1, 2, 3. Faltam 4. Ah, eu podia ter ganhado ali. Eu dei uma de maluco. Vou me ferrar por causa disso.
That's still all right.
É, 250.
It'd be
tinha
worse if you already had 3 ones.
Aqui eu dei mole demais.
Like this.
Já tinha 200 ali do zoom e tinha mais uns 5. 250 chegando a 1500, cara.
That'll do me. Roll.
Dei mole. Dei mole à toa. Tá, aqui eu ganhei, aqui eu ganhei. Aqui eu ganhei.
You must have a...
Shit! How could I have lost?
Glory to the victors, honor to the defeated. You'll get me back next time, sir.
You bet I will. I'll pluck you like a chicken. And now for a drink.
And so St. George hops on his white steed, and he rides to the lake, where he sees a huge mountain with a cave at the bottom. Stench of sulfur, it's wafting from it. And so he shouts at the top of his lungs into the cave and says, "Come out, dragon! I challenge you to a fight!" And so, all of a sudden, the mountain moves, and massive dragon looks down at George and says, "Sir Knight, I accept your challenge, but why the fuck are you shouting up my arse?" I love that, sir. Up his arse.
Sir, you have to come with me quickly. The surgeon too.
Can't you see we're in the middle of serious debate?
No, please, come quickly, before it's too late.
What's going on?
Nossa.
This is Chatan. He leads the Cumans.
Que B.O.
He has been stabbed. Tudo bem. Kitchen outdoors.
Who did it?
We will not get anything out of him in this state. We must get him to the infirmary before he bleeds to death.
Will someone please explain to me what the fuck is going on here?
They said they just found him like this.
These two, they were on guard in the tower, and out of the blue they heard a scream.
When his men find out about this, we'll be lucky to not end up in the same position as him.
Foi a Catherine, cara. Tomara que não, senão vai dar B.O. gigantesco.
He's in plain sight here. Quick, before it's too late.
I'll help you with him. You two. Go to the gate. Anyone in, you got it?
Pode ainda dar uma loucura dessa. Tem que ser cauteloso agora, hein?
What are your orders, Lord of Burblaka?
What do you think? Catch the bastard who did it!
Well, that never would have occurred to me. We're lucky to have you here.
Don't make me mad. If your men had done their sentry duty properly, we could have spared ourselves this fuck-up.
I'll deal with Aldebert and Radovan, don't you worry. But now we have to do something.
All right. You search this place, and I'll go to see Chertan in the infirmary.
Right now? What good can you do there? Be better if you help me here.
Do what I said, and don't concern yourself with me. I'll go where I want, when I want.
Fine. Go to hell for all I care. So, Henry, Chertan's at death's door. Musa is up to his elbows in his guts. Grosov won't do a fucking thing. And I'm pissed out of my head. I'd like to hear any suggestions.
We have to tell someone. Let's leave for Sedlets first thing in the morning, and let Sigismund sort it out himself.
Have you lost your fucking mind? If Sigismund finds out what happened, he'll throw us to that Cuman rabble in the hope they won't all fuck off back to Hungary. We're gonna have to sort this out. Being a commander here is a right pain in the arse. Soldiering was different in my day. Nobody would have dared stab an officer right in the camp.
Tá podre de bêbado. E eu também tomo bem.
Kurva! You know what, soldier? I'm gonna go and take care of something in my tent for a while. And you take a torch and search this place.
All right. Go and get some rest, and I'll take a look around.
What do you fucking mean, rest? I'm going to have a think. Fucking and drinking until we're all asleep.
And lo and behold, where might this trail of blood lead to? And the lock looks scratched. Maybe someone tried to get inside without a key. Was someone trying to steal something? Or perhaps I'm not the only one who's looking to make mischief here.
Parece que eu não sou o único, não.
Oh, there's powder all over the place. One spark and the whole store would be blown sky high. Are the soldiers really so lax? Or could there be more to it than that?
Verdade, cara. Nossa. Cheio de pólvora aqui, cara. Olha. Que explodiu o local, hein. Podre de bêbado, cara. Deixa eu pegar essa ressaca aqui. Tem uma poção aqui que cura. Cura a ressaca imediatamente. Isso aqui é bom.
Right. I've searched the whole place.
Did you find anything?
I noticed that the powder store is unlocked. That can't be deliberate, can it?
No, it fucking can't. Unless Chertan wanted to spice up his porridge in the middle of the night, it looks like there's a thief about again.
Again?
It's already happened once or twice that someone went to steal powder. That's why we had it moved up here. Maybe Chertan disturbed the thief on the job and he started waving a dagger around.
Ah, that doesn't seem likely. There's 1,000 other possible explanations. Maybe Chertan met someone here, they had a quarrel, and it turned into a fight.
Or maybe he slipped in the mud and fell on his dagger, eh? 15 times. Let's go to the infirmary instead and take a look at Chertan. Maybe Musa's already finished with him.
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been playing with cocks up there, Chertan croaked.
What? Musa couldn't save him?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off, more like. He took one of his pagan potions and poured it down his throat.
Can someone explain what the fuck happened here?
Chertan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was poisoned. So Grozav is right about that. But he could not be more wrong about the rest.
How dare you, you foreign dog!
Calm down, sir. Go on, Musa.
When Chertan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily, and his wounds needed stitching. But he survived. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. That is the usual procedure. But what was not usual was that he started vomiting blood. And then he died.
What nonsense is that?
Someone must have poisoned the wine while I was not looking.
Oh, he was hiding under the table waiting for you to turn your back, was he?
Where did you get the wine from? I thought you didn't drink.
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain and for certain complaints. At the right dose, it can be very beneficial. It is not all that common in my country. But I follow the teachings of the great scholar Ibn Sina. You Christians know him as Avicenna. I tried other alcohol as well. But drinking mead makes my patients worse. And if I give them beer, they almost always shit themselves.
That's enough. Keep an eye on this fiend till I bring the guards.
Wait, sir. I have no idea what happened here, but Musa is definitely innocent. Chertan was stabbed first, wasn't he? And Musa was with me in my tent when that happened.
So, he's in league with someone else?
With one of the half-wits here? I doubt that.
Are you sure you're not trying to cover for him?
I beg your pardon.
Don't try that on me. I know very well you and that foreigner are best pals.
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you, but that doesn't mean I don't have my honor.
There's no way Musa is to blame. Even if he wanted to kill Chertan, he must have known that suspicion would fall on him first.
The lad's right.
Might I say a word about this matter?
You can be glad you're not in irons.
Please, sir. Give me some time, and I will bring to you the real murderer. We won't leave this place until we clear this up. You have my word.
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp meanwhile. Are you yanking my pizzle?
But sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to anyone until the royal justiciar arrives from Sedlets. He'll deal with him. And my advice to you two is to sit on your asses and twiddle your thumbs. If word gets out that Chertan's been done in, things will get pretty hot around here for all of us.
Where do you think you're going, Henry? Stay here and talk. What do you say to all this?
Que o Musa tá ferrado.
Well, sir, I'm just a common villager. I don't know much about such matters, but I'd say Musa is up to his ears in shit.
You got that fucking right.
But you won't just leave this be, will you?
Could I look on while an innocent man gets hanged? And if I can't let that happen, then neither can you. And that's an order.
Well, what are we gonna do then?
That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible. But what do I know about that? I'm not the royal justiciar.
What is this royal justiciar?
He's a crown official who makes sure the law is enforced in this land. His people catch and try all sorts of counterfeiters, rebels, aye, murderers too. Sigismund may not have appointed one yet, but I've heard he's put Steber of Stebersitz in charge of this kind of thing. And if that's true, and Grozov brings him here, then we're all up to our ears in the shit.
Bah.
Who is this Stibor of Stebersitz?
A real big cheese, lad. He owns half of Upper Hungary. You don't get that kind of wealth by being kind-hearted. Trust me.
You really don't have any idea what to do next?
How could I? We should probably talk to Musa. Find out exactly what happened.
But Grozov has him under guard.
And there's no way I can get to him. Everyone knows my face. But you could do it.
Me?
Who else, soldier? I need help. Someone I can trust. And you spent the whole evening with me, so you're not a suspect. You have to get rid of the guard somehow, and get to Musa.
All right. How much time do we have? To find the murderer, I mean.
I'm not sure. Grozov will most likely write a report to Sigismund, and delivering it to Sedlitz won't take long. Then he has to decide what to do next, which means sending the royal justiciar here. And how long can that take? I'd say we have 2 days or so.
All right. I'll try to distract the guard somehow.
Good idea. Grozov's men are all blockheads. It'll be easy as pie. And Henry, be careful. I'm depending on you.
Investigue o assassinato. Fale com o Musa. Prepare-se para defender Musa no julgamento. Peça ajuda a Catarina com o guarda. Caramba. Deu aqui, hein? Deixa eu tirar essa marcação do mapa.
Jesus Christ be praised.
That looks like a bloody expensive haul.
We have to talk.
I hope it's important. The less we're seen together, the better.
Oh, you bet it's important. Someone poisoned Chertown, the Cuman's commander.
All right. That is bad. Damn it! You're not involved in this, are you?
No. But I have to find the murderer. Kat said he won't set off for Sedlets until it's cleared up.
That old sod. He's never gonna get off that lazy arse of his.
There's something I need your help with.
Oh, what a surprise. What is it this time?
There's a guard posted outside Moose's tent. I need to lure him away for a while. So I thought...
That I could use my feminine charms on him?
Something like that.
You're out of luck. I have my own problems now. I told you when I was bathing you, remember? But maybe if you were to help me out...
You said you needed my help with something?
I do. It's just... Well, it's not easy to talk about, you know? Someone's been following me. I haven't actually seen anyone, but I can't help feeling someone staring at me all the time. And once, I even heard something.
What did you hear?
The other night, I was woken up by a man's voice. Like he was standing close by and whispering.
Did you understand what the bloke was saying?
Not a word. It didn't sound like Czech.
What did it sound like? Polish? German?
Hungarian. You can't mistake their gibberish for anything else. I reckon it was some Cuman.
Do you think someone's found out who you are?
Judging by the mumbling, I reckon this is about something else entirely. But you never know what a creep like him might notice. I'd feel a lot better if you could get rid of him somehow.
Has anything else strange happened?
No. Except maybe... I lost a shoe.
A shoe? Just one?
That's just what's so strange about it. If both went missing, I just think someone stole them. But one? What good is one of my shoes to anyone?
I could think of a few things.
Yuck.
When did all this happen?
About 2 days ago. It was quite late at night. I haven't slept a wink since.
Let's hope it's nothing serious. But we should find the bloke and have a word with him.
What do you plan to do?
I could hide somewhere here and see if he comes back.
That's not a bad idea. At least I'll be able to get a good night's sleep for a change. I will. Won't I?
Of course.
All right, I trust you. But you can't scare him off. If he scarpers, you'll never get a confession out of him. And what'll you do when you find him?
I could explain to him that a woman like you isn't for him.
I suppose. If you tell him firmly enough.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. But now go. We both have work to do.
Esperar o taradão aqui, gente. Passando aí, cara. Vou achar bem aqui, ó. Tem visão dela. Deixa eu ver que tá o demônio.
Mi bekerim biraz neked.
So it's you. You're the human that keeps bothering the black-haired bath wench. You'll leave her alone. Got it?
Mi van? Nem értem.
What are you on about? You don't understand a word I say, do you? Bathhouse. Das bad. Washing. Bathhouse wench. Woman. No watching. 9. Got that? Again?
Igen. Aha. A fürdős lány. Miért ne? Minek ütött bele az orrod? Igen. Szeretem.
Grosso, não vou te dar porra nada não, cara.
Look, ogling a girl is disgusting, but I get it. But why the hell did you steal her shoe? Das Boot. Steal. Warum?
Das Boot nekem, szuvenír. Szeretet.
Couldn't you have stolen her scarf, for Christ's sake? Why'd you do it anyway? You, woman, warum looken? That bad. Keine Liebe.
Én szerelmes. Ő hajadon. Nicht Mann. Én erős, ő szép. So schön.
I know she's shown, but she's spoken for. Taken, see? Me and her. Ich and sie. Love. Große Liebe.
Mi? Szerelem? Du? Szerelmes vagy bele. Ezt nem tudtam. Nicht wissen. Bocsánat, sorry. Békén hagyom.
See how easily we came to an agreement? I found the Cuman who was stalking you. He's called Chakan. And I reckon you won't have any more trouble from him.
Ah, thank God. How did you convince him to stop?
I just told him a woman like you wouldn't waste her time with someone like him.
And he understood? Have you learnt Cuman? Or did you explain it with your fists? But the main thing is he won't cause any more trouble. We've got more important things to worry about. And thank you. I owe you one. Now go.
Tu me deve, mas agora eu preciso dessa uma, agora.
So you'll lure the guard away from Moose's tent? I scratched your back?
All right, what can I do with you? I'll try to lure him to the bathhouse. But then we're quits, right? I hope he won't stink at least.
esse guarda aqui.
Was it you who found Chertan?
Aye. Me and my comrade there.
I need to ask you a couple of questions.
I don't know nothing. We didn't do nothing.
What did you do when you found Chertan?
It all happened so fast. Before we could come to our senses and decide what to do, Crow turned up.
Crow?
Aye. He heard the racket and came to see what was going on. And I'll tell you, when he saw Chertan, he went as pale as a ghost. If it wasn't for him, Chertan would have bled to death there.
You really didn't see anything? You're standing there on the tower, and you don't hear a man getting murdered? That's a bit odd, isn't it?
Are you deaf? I told you we didn't notice nothing.
No, I believe you. But that only tells me you weren't taking your guard duty as seriously as you claim you were.
Well, it's possible.
What's possible?
It's possible we dozed off for a while.
Oh, Christ. I knew it. You two were asleep up there.
No. We might have just shut one eye for a moment, but we wasn't sleeping. We'd have noticed if anything happened there. But before Chertan started yelling, it was all peace and quiet.
Before the murder, did you see anyone hanging around by the powder store? Doing something with the lock, maybe? Or already inside, even?
Nobody went up there the whole night. I'm telling you, we was watching like hawks.
There were two of you on guard duty, yeah? What's the other soldier like?
Him? He's a good pal of mine. The best in the whole camp. Always happy to listen to what I have to say, and that's plenty, believe me. The things I've seen since we left Prague. I'd never have dreamt of some of the things I've seen in this world.
How did you find Chertan, actually?
We heard yelling, so we went to take a look. I don't miss nothing, see? And there was Chertan, crawling in pool of the blood and babbling something. But I don't understand their gibberish, do I? God bless.
Greetings to you, friend.
That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do. That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do.
Henry? What are you doing here? Grozov said...
Nah, to hell with Grozov. Katz believes you didn't do it. We have to clear your name somehow.
I truly appreciate that. But I am not sure that is possible. Tinge sireye, mene mene sireye.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means the road to truth has many twists and turns.
Well, we'll straighten them all out, don't worry. But I'm gonna need your help. Did Chertan say anything before he died?
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought. He was coughing so much that I could not understand anything.
What happened when you brought Chertan to the infirmary?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table. Crow went his own way and I started cleaning Chertan's wounds. Then I gave him some wine to drink. And he suddenly began to shake and vomit blood soon after. He was dead.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka arrived and started to go mad.
What about that wine? Could I take a look at it?
Lord Grozov poured it away in anger before you arrived, so that I could not poison anyone else, he said.
He poured it away, when it could have helped us. The wine was evidence.
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink, even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same, as always. Except perhaps it was a little more cloudy.
Where was the wine from, actually?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. A very pretty girl. Black hair, nicely built. Catherine, I think she's called.
Catherine? Are you sure?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan was not the first person I gave the wine to today. The wine must have been poisoned here, in my infirmary.
All right. But what now? How will we find the murderer?
I have done some thinking about that. After all, what else can I do here? The best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. One makes your hair fall out. Another turns your guts inside out. If we discover what poison was used on Chertan, we just have to find it, and the mystery is solved.
How can we identify the poison, then?
That is not hard. I examine the dead body, I find the symptoms of the poison, and I compare them with known effects of poisons. That is, I would, if I could get out of here.
We're fucked, then.
Not yet, my friend. Since I cannot leave this place, we shall have to make you an expert on poisons.
Me?
The first thing to do is to go to Chertan's corpse and examine it thoroughly. Arms, legs, face. You must remember everything that looks strange to you. In the infirmary, you'll find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poisons and compare what you saw with the symptoms described there. You can read, I hope.
Aye, pretty well.
Excellent. The chest is locked, but I trust you will manage somehow.
You have a whole book just about poisons? Where did you get it?
I bought it on my way here, in Moravia. I have not yet had time to study it properly, but please, do not mention it to anyone. It would not look good for someone in my situation to have such a book. You surely understand.
Right. Examine Chertan's body and read the book. I can manage that.
Salvar antes aqui, cara, porque, né? Tem.
Ah, Christ.
All right. Here we go. Holy Mary, Mother of God, don't let me miss anything. And forgive me for what I'm doing to this unfortunate wretch. He looks a bit ruddy. But is that from the poison? Or was he just drunk? I can't see anything strange here. No bruises or broken lips. No signs of poisoning. Ah, what a stench. He coughed up some blood, all right. But he also threw his guts up. Ugh. There's no way I'm examining that. That's a nasty wound. I almost feel sorry for Chertan. But why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp, instead of trying to lure him outside? His belly's hacked to ribbons. Who could have butchered him like that, for God's sake? Almost everything is covered in blood.
but there doesn't seem to have been much of a fight. These things can't tell me anything, unfortunately. He looks horribly rigid and contorted. He must have died in awful spasms. Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails. Could he have dug his nails into the table when the spasms started? It hurts just to think about it. Completely rigid, just like the arms. But, Christ, what a stink! He shat himself. God, that's rank. I'll examine some other part of him instead. That'll have to do. I've found out enough. He had spasms, as red as a poppy. But that could be from drinking, or lots of things. I mustn't forget anything. That's the main thing.
Acho que eu vou ter que fazer no mouse e teclado, né? Porque senão não tem como fazer, não. Livro dos venenos. Poção particularmente maléfica, vamos ver. A Cone, uma poção particularmente maléfica que leva à morte certa, mesmo em pequenas quantidades. Ela é muito difundida, principalmente na Boêmia e na Áustria, pois as plantas necessárias para a sua preparação são abundantes em todos os lugares. Não espere grandes benefícios em saber sobre este veneno, pois ele não pode ser usado para nada além de matar. Seu bom infeliz que tenha engolido tal veneno. Quero pedir conselhos de agora de usar um milagre que ele continue vivo por algum tempo. Você observará a escuridão em seus olhos e se cura. A secura em seu corpo é a frouxidão em seus músculos. A frouxidão. Tá, não pode estar que esse aqui não é esse aqui não. Veneno, diabo. Esse é um dos mais raros, pois é obtido apenas nas penas e da pele do Itoui. Esse animal de cor preta e amarela tem sua origem para além da terra, nas Índias, e o contato com ele causa problemas considerados humanos que desejam matar, portanto não precisam preparar nenhuma poção. Basta fazer cocares e colares de penas para suas vítimas. Caramba, aqueles que entrarem em contato com as penas costumam sentir um formigamento e tensão nos músculos. Essa condição pode persistir por dias, dando ao assassino tempo necessário para escapar. Nesses casos, basta queimar as penas. O efeito dele passará. Se, no entanto, feliz em ingerir a essência das penas fervidas por bastante tempo, os mais graves, como uma tábua, a vítima enrijece, a menos que tome a tempo uma bebida composta por água do mar e pedras esmagadas das montanhas. Tá, esse aqui parece mais. Vamos ver isso aqui, poção do titereiro. Essa poção é especialmente útil porque acalma e alivia a dor. Por isso é uma das favoritas entre os médicos. Se você esfregar algumas gotas na pele de um ferido, poderá cortá-la sem causar sofrimento. Os apressadinhos do amor também passam essa poção em sua masculinidade para que ela fique somente a isso, consiga agradar sua esposa. Provar um único gole da poção sentirá uma dormência em todo o seu corpo, seus intestinos ficarão entupidos e ela poderá perder a visão há um tempo. Felizmente, o estômago reverterá essa poção, enganando eles que ela tem um pouco desse seu efeito delicioso, a menos que o corpo já esteja esfraquecido, certo? Precisar reabastecer o estoque dessa poção, prepare um licor forte e tal. Beijo da morte. Embora seja difícil preparar, essa poção é bastante usada. O soro agradável pode ser confundido com o cozimento de um alimento comum. Diz também entre os povos que essa mistura pode ser usada para transformar metais em ouro. Beijo da morte causará primeiro uma dor no estômago, a pele fica avermelhada, eita, e com bolhas, o intestino esvazia-se. A pele fica avermelhada e com bolhas, o intestino esvazia-se. O cara realmente se esvaziou, né? Novamente por ambas as extremidades. Os úteros se enrijecem em espasmos e as unhas quebram. Nossa, é esse aqui. É esse aqui de certeza. Neste ponto a morte é certa, mas antes disso é possível aliviar a agonia do pobre sujeito com bezoar colocado sob a língua. Em caso se a reação rápida, uma mistura de leite quente, vinagre e alho também pode ser usada para fazer com que o veneno seja expelido. Se quiser fazer esse veneno, pegue um pote de barro nunca usado e coloque um punhado de cobre vermelho, meia garrafa de água forte, arsênico, casca de carvalho e água rosa. Ferva tudo e teste com um prego de ferro. Quando a mistura camacenta estiver coberta completamente o ferro, você saberá que cozinhou bastante. Cara, nem peguei as outras.
That's that. I should tell Musa what I've learned.
Já descobri já sei qual que é, certeza. É aquele beijo da morte ali, não tem como. Nem li a última.
I read that book of yours, and I think I know now what Chertown was poisoned with.
What do you mean, you think? Do you know or not?
The potion is called Kiss of Death. It causes vomiting, cramps, boils, and rapid death.
This name means nothing to me. I suppose I did not get that far in the book, but if you think the symptoms are the same, I will believe you. Are you sure it was that poison? Were there not more in the book?
Absolutely certain. The murderer couldn't have used anything else.
All right. I have no choice but to believe you. Now, we can only hope that the murderer has not had time to get rid of the evidence.
I better start searching fast, hadn't I? I'll search the tents of everyone who's somehow connected with the murder, and we'll see.
Wait a moment. There is something I must tell you.
Of course. Go on.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what you are doing. Were it not for your investigation, I probably would not be standing here. But I cannot stop thinking about how brilliantly you dealt with Mishek. Why would someone with your abilities want to enlist? I do not suspect you of Chertan's murder, of course. Do not worry. It is all strange, though. People have just been sitting around for months here. And all of a sudden you turn up, and everything is turned upside down.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Tell me the truth, my friend. Who are you? Really?
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this some kind of loyalty test or something? You think I'll suddenly say I'm a spy? Yeah, even if I was, I wouldn't be stupid enough to admit it.
I was just hoping you would trust me enough to tell me the truth. Who are you?
All right. I'll try to trust you. Maybe I'm not King Sigismund's most ardent supporter.
I knew it! I could tell straight away that you were cleverer than others in this camp.
You're pleased? Aren't you a courtier of his?
It was not my first choice. Or do you think I long to spend half my life in some dirty tent?
How did you come to be in Sigismund's court?
That is a long story. I once served Sultan Bayezid. Although the Osmans are not that welcoming to my people, the Sultan at the time received envoys from all over the world, so I was useful. But soon after, we found ourselves at war, with Tumor and his Golden Horde. Luckily, that is, luckily for me, it was around then that Sigismund's messenger came to see the Sultan. And I managed to persuade the Sultan to send me to Hungary as a goodwill gesture. I am sure you understand that I did not want to wait for Timur's savages to cut my head off. But let us just say that King Sigismund did not show me the respect my position is worthy of. Instead of making me his counselor and physician, he sent me here.
Well, you could go elsewhere if you don't like it here. I know a few people who would value someone like you.
I am grateful to you, my friend, but I must refuse. I have had many experiences in life and come out of them alive. And do you know why? Because I am a total coward. And not just that, I am duly proud of it. I would be very happy to get away from here, and perhaps even return home, but only when I am sure I will survive the journey. So I think it will be best if we each go our own way.
You know nothing, I know nothing.
And this conversation never took place.
I better go and search the tents.
Good luck. I am depending on you.
Isso vai enviar do corvo. Vai escolher barraca de grossa, barraca de musa, escolher barraca de onde vai Radolfo.
Weaving something like that must have been one hell of a job. For pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedies. I wouldn't mind a piece of that. There's nothing here. Moose is definitely not to blame.
Certeza foi aquele corvo lá, cara. Com certeza. O cara ficou todo branquiçado quando viu, cara. A marca dele, certeza que ele encontrou alguma coisa aqui.
Nails? Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt.
É, foi ele mesmo.
Oak. And dry as a bone.
Lord be with you.
The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses?
Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death.
Exato, exato. Exato, meu amigo. São todos os ingredientes.
No, I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to. Just a broom.
Alguma coisa aqui dentro que eu possa vasculhar?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Ugh, stinks of vomit.
Esses caras aqui não são de certeza. Foi o corvo, cara, de certeza absoluta. Ele tá com todos os ingredientes da poção ali. E como ele não sabe que a gente sabe do veneno, é lógico que ele ia deixar, cara. Porque ele não precisa se preocupar com isso. Ninguém sabe do veneno, ninguém sabe como fazer o veneno. A gente saber como faz o veneno dá o poder a gente saber quem que é. Porque o cara não vai imaginar que a gente tem um livro daquele ali. Entendeu, rapaziada? Então... não tem como não ser ele, cara.
He's the camp commander, and it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozov's fallen on hard times. Grozov doesn't strike me as a keen reader. At least he hasn't had to sell his armor to buy booze yet. How could anyone drink all this? Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he?
Que isso, pera aí. Uma poção de tiriteira, né? Deixa eu ver. Essa aqui, né? Calma livrador e tal. Essa poção. Se esfregar algumas gotas na pele de um ferido, poderá cortá-lo sem causar ferimentos. Sem causar ferimentos, tá? Tudo que provar um gole. Dormente todo o corpo e o intestino ficarão estupidos e poderá perder a visão por tempo. Felizmente, o Tom reverterá essa poção e antes que ela tenha esse efeito pernicioso, a menos que o corpo já esteja enfraquecido. Se precisar reabastecer o estoque dessa poção, prepare licor forte com um punhado de valeriana e o dobro da quantidade de quadrifilém. Sintanto, se não for ver. Não, cara, mas não pode ser que aquele. Antes que ela tenha tempo de esse efeito pernicioso. Não, não é essa aqui não. Ele teve as unhas quebradiças e tudo, não tem como ser essa poção aqui não. Impossível.
Blessings to you.
Vamos pro julgamento.
Right. I found out all I could. I reckon I'm as ready for the trial as I'll ever be.
My word, you're bristling with confidence. We still have some time, so calm down, or you'll give yourself a fit. In the meantime, I'll go and get everything ready.
Well then, gentlemen. I understood from your letter roughly what happened, and I trust we can settle the matter quickly and quietly. But before we get started, I have to say you've disappointed me, Sir Grozov. King Sigismund placed his trust in you, but you don't seem to be up to the task.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is as it should be.
Only your soldiers seem to die from time to time, eh?
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce judgment.
Musa is innocent.
Christ, Henry, be quiet.
And who might you be?
That is Henry, sir. One of my best soldiers. He just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Let him speak, then. I'm sure he has something very important to tell us. Tell me, lad, why is Musa innocent, in your opinion?
Well, that's simple, sir. Musa was with me and Commander Katz at the time when Chertan was stabbed.
That doesn't prove anything.
Do you think I stabbed him? From afar?
Musa of Mali will remain silent until I personally ask him a question.
Katz and the boy were drunk. Musa could easily have disappeared for a while. Nobody would have noticed him in the dark anyway.
I find that hard to believe. But if it wasn't Musa, who did kill Chertan?
Chertan was killed by our corporal, Stephen, known as Crow.
What? Me? Fucking hell, Henry.
Crow? That one with the mustache?
That's right, sir. He's Katz's right-hand man. I bet they're both mixed up in it.
Nobody asked for your opinion, but I am eager to hear yours, lad. And start at the beginning. What happened that night by the powder store, by your reckoning?
Roubando pólvora não, ele foi matar mesmo o Herta.
Crow crept up on Chertan in the night and tried to kill him. And others would no doubt have ended the same, because Crow is an enemy mercenary.
What bilge? I've known the man for years, sir.
He made it all up. Where's the evidence?
I don't need any proof, I just know. Crow is the murderer.
You just know, do you? How convenient. But unlike you villagers, we lords like to have things de jure. So, the next time you have some foolish conjecture, keep it to yourself. What happened next? You carried Chertan to the infirmary? Isn't that right, Sir Musa?
Yes, sir. There, I gave him wine to drink, and I prepared to stitch his wounds, but he died before I could.
It seems someone poisoned the poor fella.
Crow definitely poisoned the wine. Maybe Musa turned his back, and at that moment, he poured it into the goblet.
What do you think of that, Sir Musa?
It is not impossible. I had to go and get clean bandages and water to wash the wounds.
You're not gonna take this seriously, are you? Ha! Even if that happened to be true, where would I have got the poison?
You brewed it yourself. I found rosewater, nails, and oak bark in your tent. Stuff used to brew a poison called Kiss of Death. And that's exactly what was used to kill Chertan, sir.
You fucker! I don't have any of those things!
That's enough! I've heard all I need to know. Cats, I hereby convict that corporal of yours for murder.
What?
Sir Grossoff, have a gallows erected.
Leave me alone!
Don't make this harder than it need be. We could have you tortured, too.
You whoresons! Just try and catch me! You're in for an arse-kicking, you piece of shit!
Yeah. Well, Lord Stieberitz, I'd say we've cleared everything up.
True. Get rid of the body outside the camp. He doesn't deserve to be buried with soldiers who fell for the king. And I apologize to you, Sir Musa, for all this unpleasantness.
My head will remain on my shoulders. That is the main thing.
You needn't have been afraid of that. Your sort get hanged. It's a waste of a blade.
I wouldn't laugh so much if I were you. You aren't up to running the camp. Under these circumstances, I can't let you remain here unsupervised.
What? I didn't do anything.
Exactly. And look where your inaction brought us. I will take command for the moment.
You can't do that.
Indeed, I can. And much more besides. I will live in the royal tent. I'm sure cats will be happy to leave it to me.
It's all yours. We won't be staying much longer anyway, will we, Henry?
As you command, sir.
Then I do command, soldier. Go and pack.
Have I got time to stop by the baths? There's something I need to sort out there.
All right, but hurry. I don't intend to make the journey in the dark just because you want to dip your wick one last time. Everything all right, Sir Stibor?
No need to worry.
Investigar o quê, cara?
The investigation is more complicated.
You're in luck. Sir Stibor is tired after his journey. But get a move on. I'll try to get you one.
espada dá como, mas espada. Então, ótimo.
Come and hear something you won't believe. I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you the amazing things I've seen and experienced. In the south, I saw...
Nós se infiltramos mesmo, hein? Que isso? Aquele Lorde parecia um pouco gente fina, cara. Aquele comandante ali. Ele não dormiu bem, não.
It's happening. The Praggers are leaving for Sedlets.
At last, I won't have to wash the Cumans' asses anymore.
Tell Zizka everything, so they're ready for the ambush.
I will. But be careful once it all starts. I wouldn't want Dry Devil blowing your brains out by mistake.
Então, pessoal, a gente fica por aqui. Agradeço a todo mundo que chegou até o final do vídeo. Deixa o like, se inscreve no canal e ativa o sininho. Agora a próxima parte a gente vai para a emboscada, então. Vamos ver o que vai acontecer. Tá muito interessante. Essa parte do jogo tá muito boa, inclusive. Agradeço de coração a todo mundo. Deixa um comentário também que ajuda o canal. Slasxy na área. Valeu. Falou.